Hey, what is going on, guys? This video today is going to be a tip/tutorial video on how to win solo matches in Fortnite Battle Royale. Now, I want to throw a disclaimer right off the bat here. This is without a doubt the least impressive gameplay I have ever uploaded on my YouTube channel. This is a, wait for it, 7-kill solo win. You guys may be saying 7 kills, that's not impressive at all. And I agree, plenty of people can get 7-kill wins. Average players, good players, maybe even bad players if they get enough breaks. If you guys have watched enough videos on my channel, you know the lowest I usually upload is like 17, 18 kills. But the point of this video today is to show that even without the skills that I have, the building, the gun skill, even just a basic understanding of Fortnite, you can still win solo matches, albeit not with the highest kills in the world, if you follow the tips and advice in the video that I give very carefully. If you don't believe me and you think that, maybe 7 kills is the best I can do and I'm a fraud, I'll pop my Season 4 solo stats on the screen real quick. We're currently working with about a 19 KD, 65 win percentage, and about 7 kills per match. So hopefully that shuts down the haters, and let's get right into this video. So the first and maybe most important part of solo gameplay is the landing. You want to first off pick a town that you're comfortable with, that has a good balance between amount of people landing there and also the loot. I picked Greasy Grove. I think that's a good town. Areas like Shifty Shafts, Junk Junction, Flush Factory. If you're feeling a little more confident, maybe like Pleasant Park, Retail Row. I feel like these are all areas, except for maybe the last two that I named, we're going to be running into probably between 1 and 3 other people going there, while the areas also have a decent amount of loot. So you're going to want to identify where the enemies are coming in from when you're landing, and you're going to want to do your best job to pick your gunfights carefully after you're initially looted up from whatever house you land in. Like I said, ideally you're only going to have to get 1 to 2 kills to get out of your area, so you just want to make sure to keep high ground, play passive, wait for them to reveal themselves, maybe camp the initial building you land in, and it shouldn't be that hard to kill these guys off the rip if you're just playing smart and doing what you can do to get those kills quick and easy without taking too much damage and taking advantage of the loot you get right off the rip. The next part, once you've eliminated the initial enemies, hopefully, like I said, 1, 2, maybe 0 or even 3 guys, is you're gonna want to farm up materials. This is so important, and it's something that I feel like new players do not put enough emphasis on. Even if you're not a great builder, you're a guy that can only build like the basic 1x1 3 high. Well, that right there is 150 to 180 materials depending on how you build it. If you build up to a mountain, I mean, that right there can be as much as 10 to 15 stairs, which is another 100 to 150 materials. I mean, like I said, if you build that 3 high 1v1 and it gets shot down and you build another one, I mean, you may run through 400 or 500 materials before you can even blink. So I personally never leave the opening area without like 600 or 700 materials, and that's mainly because I do a lot of building. But even if you're a lesser building player, I would recommend getting at least 400 or 500 before venturing out of your initial town. From there, once you're materialed up, looted up, and leaving your initial town, you're going to want to do to the best of your ability, staying on the edge of the circle, playing carefully, and specifically playing the storm. It is so important to have the storm very close to your back because it eliminates any chance of someone coming behind you and getting the drop on you before you can react. I got a tip from a Call of Duty YouTuber about 5 years ago that has stuck with me in every shooter video game I've ever played. The guy basically said, paraphrasing here, the best and smartest players are the players that can kill the most people that have their back turned to them. And that is even true in Fortnite. You may not be able to kill people before they totally turn around and react, but if someone's better than you, there's no better way to turn the fight in your favor than quickly getting off 2 to 3 AR shots to the body or the head before they have a chance to reaction build. Even if someone's a little better than you, I'll take a guy with 200 health over a guy with like 90 or 100 health any day of the week, as long as they're somewhat similar in skill range. So staying on the edge of the circle, playing the storm, maybe even camping as people would call it, is definitely one of the best ways to progress through the game and ensure that you're going to be the last 5 or 10 people in the game. You're also going to want to make it a point of emphasis to seek out areas of natural high ground. Mountains are great areas to set up shop on because you do have that natural high ground. Anyone that's going to want to push you is going to have to build a ton of staircases up. You're going to hear it coming from a mile away. You're going to see them coming from a mile away. And a lot of players, even really good players, are very uncomfortable with pushing people and building on people who have a very high ground against them because it's just so hard to attack. So if you keep yourself and set up shops on these areas of natural high ground like the really tall mountains, you're going to be in a really good position to pick off any people who have the nerve to push you, and you'll definitely kill people that may be a lot better than you. And you're also going to want to make sure you don't over peak when you're set up shop in an area. Snipers are so powerful in solos. I compare it and put it like this. If you're in squads and you snipe someone 150 or 200 meters away, yeah, it's really cool. You'll probably take a clip of it. But how much does it really help you? They're just going to get knocked. Their teammates are just going to revive them. They're probably going to heal up and shield up. And it's basically going to be like nothing happened. In solos, you snipe someone from 150, 200 meters away and they die. That's it. No chance of revival. No chance of coming back to life. They're back in the lobby. So if you're over peaking, you are so prone to someone sniping you. So many people carry snipers in solo, it's ridiculous. So what you're going to want to do is really only peek if you've identified someone out in the open, and do it very quickly and combine it with moving. You'll see what I do a lot of the time is I'll find someone walking out in the open, I'll peek for 1 or 2 seconds, put down shots, then immediately sit back down under cover. Pop back up in a little bit of a different area, put down more shots, sit back down under cover. And that's the best way to prevent yourself from getting sniped, because even the best players in the world aren't going to be able to eat a sniper bullet to their head, and it'll end anybody's solo experience. So now we finally get to talk about the all-important endgame in solos. I told you guys the most important of a solo and the time you're most vulnerable to die is right off the rip. Well, endgame is definitely a close second in both of those departments. The last 3 or 5 people, a lot of people really struggle with it because the adrenaline gets to them, they panic, they think they're going to theoretically be playing the best players in the lobby, and a lot of people overcomplicate it and make a lot of mistakes. Truthfully, you want to do a lot of the things you've already been doing if you've been paying attention to most of the tips in this video. You want to certainly be playing the edge of the storm. You want to certainly seek out areas of natural high ground that will give you a huge advantage in any gunfight and will prevent people from pushing you, and if you do, will put them at a huge disadvantage against you. And most importantly, you want to play slow and you want to seek out the edge of the circle. You never want to put yourself in the heart of the circle at the end of a solo match, because it'll make everyone who's alive target you. It really is as simple as playing the edge of the storm, building your 3-high 1v1. If anyone shoots it all the way down or shoots down portions of it, rebuild it, and picking off any people that are playing impatient, aren't building a base, or are just caught in a mad dash away from the storm at the last second because they weren't paying attention. I truly believe if you utilize all these endgame tips and all the other tips in this video, you stay calm, you try to play your game even though the adrenaline's all getting to you, you'll be fine and you'll be able to win a lot more solo games. As I mentioned, this definitely isn't the best way to get high kill solo games. I've showed a lot of those on my channel so far, but this is not the video for those guys trying to get those high kill games. It's more of a video for people that are trying to win at any cost, even if it's only going to be, you know, a single-digit kill game, and there's nothing wrong with that at all if you're a new player. You're not going to get a ton better this way, but there are players that just love to play for wins. They don't care how many kills they get, especially winning a solo. You know, the hype of winning a game all on your own with no help. They don't care if it's 3 kills or if it's 30 kills, a win's a win to them, and I have nothing wrong with that. It's a certain play style, and a ton of people enjoy playing that way. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the tips and could get something out of them. Leave a like, leave a comment, do whatever the heck you want, and I will catch you guys next time.